One of our other partners that is always of great interest is our schools and our college here in Fort Dodge. And we'll start off with Iowa Central President Dr. Kinney. Dr. Kinney, you want to give an update on how things are going at Iowa Central?
Yeah, that'd be great, Matt. First of all, thanks to all the healthcare workers out there and definitely the educators. We've had to adapt to a lot of new situations here at Iowa Central. We're going online for the remainder of the semester here. I think our faculty staff have stepped up, doing an outstanding job in regards to that. Still little tweaks that we're working out. More importantly, we continue to send more and more staff at home. We've now are down to our essential staff and really trying to keep that stay at home very important. We want to get our fall semester up and going right away, in August. And as long as our people are out doing that, that's going to be difficult for us. So we want to really stress the stay at home right now, and we'll continue to we monitor the situation as we're going forward. We'll see what happens with our summer school, probably be online, but we'll continue to move forward and do that at this time. So thanks, Matt.
Terrific. Thank you, Dr. Kinney and Iowa Central. Our two school partners here today are Dr. Ulrich with Fort Dodge Senior High School and Fort Dodge Schools, and President Mary Give with St. Edmunds. Mary, do you want to start today?
Sure. Hi. A couple of things that we've done since we last visited. We've shut down all our outside activities, the arena, the track, all our playgrounds, all that kind of stuff we've shut down for the time. I also sent out a survey last week to our parents about, what they're feeling, kind of, are we giving the kids too much work? Do they have internet? Do they have a device? We're just hearing a lot of things. So I wanted to hear from the parents. So I had great response, probably 240 responses. So based on that, Lauren, based on that, we have put together a hybrid approach to learning. So our preschool through 7th grade is going to continue with the voluntary learning. The teachers will provide resources, but a little more in spelling, reading, math, the essential skills that they need to go on to the next grade. The 8th through 12th graders, because we provide them with their own device, we are going to, starting on April 13th, move to continuous learning. They're going to be learning new content. They're going to get the 4th quarter curriculum. They'll be graded. Participation will be, mandatory. We're going to record it, either Zoom, Google Classroom, and then they can watch it, because I know some kids are working right now during the day, so it'll be recorded so they can watch it in the evening. We have some parents working during the day, so then they can watch it also in the evenings with their kids. But we also have, our staff has set up office hours, so I will publicize those, put those on our website so that they know that I can get a hold of this teacher this specific time to answer some questions, maybe about math or, whatever area they might need a little help with. Let's see, all the students we had, in case you went by St. Ed's today, we had lots of garbage bags out along the curbside. All students were in. We staggered when they could come in and pick up their belongings. The custodians and I have emptied out their lockers and put everything in a bag. So all the students have their stuff, 8 through 12. Teachers have all gotten their materials. So we're good to go till the end of the year if we need to, but I'm still very optimistic. I'm going to stay optimistic we can get back after April 30th. But that's what we're doing at St. Ed's.
Absolutely. Thank you. Mary, that was a great update. And just like the Zoom meetings, lots of you at home are on. Every once in a while, you might hear a dog bark or a little ruckus in the background. But hey, we're just like you folks at home that are watching this. We're all trying to live our lives and sheltering in place at our homes. And I think almost everybody, it looks like a couple of offices here and a few people at home. So with that, I would like to introduce Dr. Ulrich, and he's going to give us an update on what's going on with our Fort Dodge school system.
Well, thank you, Mayor Bemrick. We keep plugging away here at Fort Dodge Community School District. We as well are down to a minimal group of essential staff within our buildings. The Department of Education, state of Iowa, provided 3 options for school districts across the state. They could either do nothing and make up the time later. They could continue with voluntary enrichment activities on a voluntary basis, or they could go a required route for educational services. Fort Dodge Community School District will be doing voluntary enrichment activities K-12. The big reason and the big driver behind that is we did surveys as well, and we have 35 to 40% of our families that do not have internet capabilities. So we just simply logistically do not have the ability to require online learning at this time, which is okay, because I really do think that during this time of stress and et cetera, our families need to make sure that they take care of themselves and make sure that they are taking care of the social emotional needs of their children and their families. You know, maybe a silver lining in all of this when we quote unquote get back to normal is maybe we can appreciate the extra family time that we've been having here of late and make sure that we incorporate that into our living when things do come back to normal. The biggest questions that I get right now are about grades and about credits. We're going to be able to give a better answer based on if the governor decides to extend the closure. You know, if the governor does decide to extend the closure, that will change our answer on how we handle credits and how we handle grades. Just a reminder for everyone that grades and credits are a local decision, as well as graduation requirements. So we have the ability right here in Fort Dodge to be able to make those decisions. And the last thing that I wanted to make sure, I don't want to be a wet blanket on a fire, but the Iowa High School Athletic Association, the Iowa Girls Athletic Union came out with a condensed spring schedule where if we were to come back on May 1st, what type of schedule that would look like for the spring sports. I just want folks to tap the brakes and understand that while it is exciting to possibly think about that, we would be literally starting that at about the peak or right after the peak. So let's just reset your expectations for what that could potentially look like. We want to make sure that we maintain safety for all of our students. Yes, we would love for them to have extracurricular activities, but not at the cost of compromising our community's health. So we will continue to follow the guidelines from the CDC as well as the our local Webster County Department of Health in all those. And last thing, just like Dr. Kinney had shared, I just want to thank all of our staff for all of the additional work that they're doing. What we are doing in a short amount of time is unprecedented in our country in regards to education. We are not known to move nimbly and change things really quickly, but in this case we have. So appreciate our teachers and all of our staff who are doing the right things for kids.